Well, you know, one of the great things about these instruments, first of all, obviously, it's got to be something that when you're playing, after you let off the pickups, the sonic treble and bass obviously doesn't leave. You know what I mean? There's so many guitars that were made by the corporate guitar makers that you pick them up, sound good when you turn them up to 10. You turn them down a little bit, all of a sudden the treble and bass goes away. You know, so sonically they really there's a big difference. That is one of the main things about this guitar. It has an amazing stylistic dexterity, and it's fast. Has a playability. That was another thing. You know, I don't have the biggest hands in the world, so I wanted something that had a big playability. You know, I don't have the Stevie Ray Vaughan fingers, but I'd like to sound like him if I could. So you need to tailor that whole thing. Plus, it stays in tune, you know. And on certain other models, we needed to put the Floyd in it, which is a very, very important thing, you know, because Floyds have a distinct sound, and they stay in tune, you know, no matter how much you bend them, and that's a part of my sound. And this is one styling-ass guitar. When you come down to it, I mean, you know, I've played this. You'll see it tonight. I play everything on stage. I use 3 of those different ones on stage. One's white, and there's 2, you know, 2 other ones that I use also on stage, which are just look at the dexterity you have on the neck. Look where you can get to. Fret 24.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know.
Right.
And it's, I mean, you know, hey, this is like a piece of ass, you know what I mean? It's like, and then you go all the way down, you do whatever you want to do, stays in tune.
Right.
And I'm playing in front of, 70,000 people half the time. Or I walk into a studio and I'm working, you know, as a session musician sometimes, which is this thing I like to do. And I walk in with these guitars and they work. I needed to have something that worked with what was happening with me in the 80s. Okay? And I played a Floyd in the 80s, but it was on a Charvel or it was on a Kramer. Okay? So, and then I just started playing vintagismus for a long, long time. And also Chris's guitars. He started to evolve himself as a guitar builder. And then I got to a point where I said, okay, now I need another guitar that's going to stay in tune and give me what I need from that particular sound. And actually Chris said, yeah, why don't you try one of these? This is new Floyd. You know? And then they got in cahoots, and that's what happened.
Still using the 5.9, one of many that he has.
Great.
We got that.
Is this the one from Norman's?
No, actually, we picked this one up in England.
Where'd you get it?
We picked this one up in England.
In England?
So we use this for some strange tunings that we need for certain songs. We call this one the beater.
That's in a different tuning? What is that in? Come on.
I can't tell you that, Rob. Jesus Christ.
What song is it used on?
We use this in. We use it when we open the show for Last Man Standing.
Oh.
This guitar here is probably the only Fender that we have out here, and this was made by a gentleman by the name of Ronnie Pena and purchased.
So you have the custom shop?
Yes. He designed this for Richie. He laid this out for Richie. Ronnie Pena is an excellent luthier and builder for the Fender custom shop. So we use this for Have a Nice Day. There's 2 different tunings for that too.
Right.
This here's another guitar I built for Rich.
Right.
It's a flame dash slab neck through.
Wow. When did you build this one?
I built this, we were doing the Brigada shows.
Oh, so this is recent.
Yeah, this is a Rose of the Mountain fingerboard, so it's half and half. It's another prototype.
What gave you the inspiration for the fretboard?
I also work with Michael Tobias, MTD, build basses with him, and we got some of this wood in, and it really laid out well for 5-string basses, and I went, you know what, I'd really like to try a guitar with that. And I had this billet I was gluing up, Bird's Eye Maple, and I said, let me try it on it. You never know until you do. And it really, this guitar is dark, screams, and it's full tone.